3, that they would at least fixed it. You know, and granted, they've also said before the interview, or I'm sorry, during the interview before MKX's release, that this game is different from the others because it has a different online, you know, a different netcom, and they like changed up, I guess, per game. And that's what Ed said to Angry Joe during the interview before this game's arrival. But the reason that we liked Mortal Kombat Armageddon wasn't because that we had, you know, every character at that time of every, you know, character from out, you know, every game, you know, in the series, all that stuff. I mean, some people liked it, some people didn't. But the reason we liked it online is because we were more acquainted. We got to know one another. I don't know how many people I've known from Mortal Kombat Armageddon that I still know today that play this game because of Armageddon. And that was all because of the online. I used to be one of those people that would, you know, hide my shell, isolate myself, and all that stuff. And a lot of people are kind of nervous to talk to people online. Even though if they have mics, they don't say nothing. And it's like, I don't want that, and they shouldn't be like that, you know? And it happens. But the thing is that in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, you got to get acquainted with people. You weren't afraid to talk to people because the online, and this is rare, the online community was actually somewhat nice, and the actual online compatibility against one another, it was good. And I'm not gonna say it's perfect, okay, but it wasn't bad either. It was good. And that was back on the PlayStation 2. And the fact that, you know, we've seen Mortal Kombat 9 in its prime, so to say, in PS3's version, it was terrible. The game itself was flawless. I mean, it won tons of awards, you know, and it was perfect. But the only thing that didn't make it somewhat perfect was the online. And that's what its biggest flaw was. It was the online, because after finding out, you know, months after the game's release that it wasn't working properly, we got mad disconnections, desynchronizing, lagging out, rage quitters, and all that stuff. Which, that reminds me, for Mortal Kombat X, I'm very glad and I'm very happy that, you know, you guys did something about the rage quitters and put in a whole quitality. But what's the point? I mean, they're not really going to learn their lesson, and come to find out, they leave and they don't witness their own character exploding, you know, their head popping off and then showing quitality. The character that stayed there out through the entire fight has to watch that. Yes, they get a little bit of, you know, self-satisfaction, you know, but, I mean, come on, you couldn't have been more creative with just a head popping off. Then again, I mean, it is something that I've wanted since Mortal Kombat 9, and the fact that we got something like this is pretty great. But the thing is that if the person that decided to rage quit and leave, they don't have to watch that. They just leave. And I think it should be made where the person that quits has to be forced to watch that, because they know what they're doing and they should be punished for it. And the fact that they can leave whenever they want, you know, it's kind of like, what's the point? Because they go off, go fight in another match, and do the same thing again to another person, but that person that stayed there throughout the fight and fought till the death has to sit there and watch it. Yeah, and like I said, yeah, they get a little satisfaction from it, but seeing it over and over again, I mean, it's the same with the fatalities, too. You know, you watch them over about 10, 15 times, or 50 times, you know, depending on who you are, you start to get bored. So, why should the person that stayed have to watch it, you know? That's kind of it's kind of strange, because, I mean, they could be going off, you know, and fighting someone else that would stay and, you know, go out through the entire match. I don't know. But anyways, the main reason I made this video is because a lot of people have been posting on my YouTube, on my Twitter account, and definitely on my Facebook. They've been blowing up my Facebook like crazy, and it's about the online issues with Mortal Kombat X. Why are we getting these issues already? Why are we getting these issues, period? These are questions that a lot of people have been asking me, and I really don't know the answers to, such as many other questions. Why does it keep lagging out? Why is it when I get in a good fight, it desyncs and drops the connection, but I get in a laggy fight and I lose because it'll still connect to the game, but it's so damn laggy that, you know, I lose every time. And then questions like that. I've actually just recently was talking to people just now about the online that are blowing up my Facebook right now about the poor connection, and I'll actually bring that up here. Saying, let's see here. Saying that he has been dropping team battles on the black screen. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but like when you join in a 3 versus 3 and the I think it's Robin category, or a 5 versus 5, sometimes it won't connect properly and it'll actually give you a black screen. Sometimes it won't even read the disc properly and you'll have to restart your whole PlayStation 4. This isn't just happening to this guy in particular. This has happened to me as well. So I know for a fact it's not depending on his location or anything like that of the matter. It's happened to me and majority of other people that have tried this when we would do a 3 versus 3 or a 5 versus 5. He's even saying, "Damn it, can a country boy chop off someone's head without lag?" And and as crazy and ridiculous as it sounds, I agree with them. Why do we have to keep suffering through this stuff? You guys have lost many hardcore fans that have been there since day one, but when Mortal Kombat was created, and they've left because they want to show off what they can do online. Like I said, what's the point of practicing, these ultra combos, and, doing all these sick moves and everything, and buying these costumes and all this stuff when you can't even show them off? It's kind of pointless. And speaking of costumes, I remember an interview with you, Ed, that you had with Angry Joe from YouTube, saying that there would not be no microtransactions in this game. That's what you said. But on day one of the PlayStation 4, once the game was released and was shipped out and everyone got them, everyone looked online, and there was already microtransactions. There was transactions for costumes, easy fatalities, unlocking everything in the crypt, Goro. So, you guys say that you're not money grubby, but you want everyone to pre-order Goro, knowing for a fact that Goro was already going to be on sale once the game dropped, since day one. So that would mean that Goro was already on the disc to begin with. And you guys knew that. And a lot of people are pissed off from that, because they know what you guys are doing, and we know what you're doing. We're not stupid. And the fact that you guys did that was kind of a low blow. I get that, you're doing it for business, but you said yourself that you wouldn't be doing microtransactions, and you lied. You lied to your fan base, and you lied to us. And that, I just can't believe that. That's fucking pathetic. Seriously. And the fact that you would go through with this because you're so worried about costumes, I mean, how many damn times, and this is coming from an NK veteran, how many damn times are we going to see the same palette swap shit? I mean, seriously, we are getting sick. We are puking our brains out from seeing Ermac and Reptile and Rain, and their palette swaps and all that. I'm not saying to bring in new characters, even though you guys decided to switch it up in this one and actually do that, which, props to you. But the thing is, as for the costumes, we're not going to pay any fucking money for palette swap costumes when we know that we can just play Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 or Mortal Kombat Trilogy and get the same thing for free, Some people might do it. Majority won't because they've already been through it. Is that the reason why you gave us Classic Sub-Zero free skin? That could be. Is that the reason because you guys decided to do an update and do some nerfing for the characters and gave us the Reptile skin? Probably. Because people ain't gonna pay for the same stuff again. So you guys decided to make a change and have Kraken Reptile and Pharaoh Ermac and Vampirist Melina and so on and so on and so on. And in the Samurai pack and all that stuff. Granted, that's good. It's different. But, a Kraken Reptile? What the fuck? What? It doesn't make any sense, I didn't know Ermac was an Egyptian, even though he's made out of thousands of souls, but I'm not gonna get into that, because it honestly doesn't make any fucking sense. They just do it for appearance. But the thing is that, at least make it somewhat, familiar, as in, in the depths of Mortal Kombat, I mean, I know a lot of people are like, well, duh, obviously Ermac's not a pharaoh. Okay, yeah, I understand that, guys. But the thing is that why are we paying for costumes that don't make any fucking sense? Because they look good? We're buying things that just make the characters look good, even though they're the same exact character with the same exact button inputs as before, and you're gonna spend like $2 to $5 to even $10? That's ridiculous. And the fact that you guys put an unlock all crypt right off the bat since day one, that kind of defeats the purpose of the whole game. That's kind of like cheating in people's aspects, in some people's minds, because it's like, what's the point of unlocking the crypt and earning everything if I have $20, I can just, buy everything on my own? What the fuck? Like, seriously. Now, I don't know if it was like $20 or $30, I can't remember, because I was sick of just seeing microtransactions in the first place, because you said, Ed, that there was not going to be any, and you lied. And I just couldn't believe that. I just could not believe that. But the main point of this video is the online. You guys have to fix your online now before it gets out of hand, because you already had a lot of people leave this game, leave the whole series of Mortal Kombat and go somewhere else, whether it be Street Fighter, whether it be Tekken, whether it be, a different genre of games, or maybe games overall. And I'm kind of leaning toward that, because if you guys are going to fix your online and fix the connections with their servers that you guys got going on, you're going to have a lot of people leaving even more, because you guys disappointed a hell of a lot of fans, and diehard fans, and people that were new to Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 9, and the fact that you guys are starting to do it again with Mortal Kombat X is disappointing and rather pathetic. Instead of worrying about, we should get this download content out, or worrying about these characters, or, selling microtransactions and all this stuff, worry about the online. The online is what people buy this game for. They buy it for the costumes? No. They buy it for the fatalities? No. Those are the benefits. Those are the perks from Mortal Kombat. Majority of people don't care what their characters look like. They want to rip each other's heads apart. Literally. You guys need to fix your online. You're starting to get disconnections, desynchronizing, lagging out, the actual screen freezing, restarting of the system of what it's on, whether it be on the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. And a lot of people were really disappointed with the actual challenge towers when they finally realized that the challenge towers were just little droplets of test your luck from Mortal Kombat 9. And, like, for example, one of the challenges is, in test your luck, constantly losing health. Okay, so in one of your towers, you drop that on a tower, and you have to lose constant health for 5 to 8, or how many people that you have to fight. So they realize that it's pretty much just towers based on test your luck. Even though you guys already have test your luck again in this game. That's really kind of disappointing, and I know a majority of people ain't gonna stay on here every hour or every day to do those. And they miss out on that, because if they're not on here every fucking day of every hour, they miss things for the titles, for the little avatars for when you go online. And why should they be accountable when you guys are the ones that are responsible for this online? It's ridiculous. So, I don't know, but you guys, seriously, you guys need to fix this crap ASAP, because a lot of people are getting pissed off. And it needs to be dealt with as soon as possible, because this game hasn't even been out that long yet, and it's already starting to happen exactly like Mortal Kombat 9. It needs to be fixed. And I figured, because of so many people blowing up my Twitter and my YouTube, and especially my Facebook, that it was time to finally have someone to grow some balls and to say, hey, your online is starting to turn shitty, and you're losing a lot of people, whether it be from a business point of view or a fan base point of view. People are losing their interest, and they're getting tired of it, and therefore you guys are losing money. Fix the online. That's it. Thank you. So, this has been Wild Rocker, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.